The evening air is soft and cool as you walk along the quiet, winding path that leads to the edge of the ancient forest. Behind you, the massive stone walls of the castle fade into the gentle twilight mist. Ahead, nestled comfortably among the roots of towering, friendly oaks, sits the herbalist's small stone cottage. A gentle summer rain has begun to fall. You can hear its soft, rhythmic patter as the cool drops land on the thick canopy of leaves above. The sound is steady, like a quiet lullaby, washing away the heat, the noise, and the heavy thoughts of the day. A thin, slow curl of pale smoke rises from the cottage's stone chimney, carrying the faint, comforting scent of burning pine. You approach the heavy oak door and lift the worn iron latch. As the door swings open, you step inside, and the cool dampness of the night is instantly replaced by a wave of gentle, dry warmth. Close the door behind you. Let the heavy wooden bar fall into place. You are entirely safe here. The worries of the world cannot follow you into this quiet sanctuary. Take a slow, deep breath in. The air inside is rich and incredibly soothing. It is filled with the deep, earthy perfume of countless dried herbs. Overhead, hanging in great heavy bundles from the dark timber ceiling beams, are wild lavender, chamomile, sweet marjoram, and mountain sage. They have been gathered by hand, and now, in the warmth of the room, they release their quiet, healing essence into the air. With every gentle breath you take, your chest relaxes and your heartbeat begins to slow down, finding a calm, natural rhythm. In the center of the room stands a massive table carved from a single piece of dark, ancient oak. Upon it, a single beeswax candle burns with a steady amber flame. The soft light flickers gently, casting long, warm shadows across shelves lined with small glass bottles, ceramic jars, and old books of forest lore. Nearby, in the deep stone hearth, a peaceful fire is crackling. The glowing red embers pulse with a soft, hypnotic warmth. Hanging directly over the flames is a black iron cauldron. Inside, a calming infusion of forest herbs is simmering. The water bubbles so softly, a quiet, rhythmic murmur that blends perfectly with the steady patter of the rain outside. A gentle, fragrant steam rises from the pot, carrying the faint sweetness of wild honey and mint. There is a large, comfortable armchair near the fireplace, draped in a soft, thick wool blanket. You sit down, letting your body sink deeply into its comforting embrace. Pull the warm blanket over your shoulders. Listen to the rain tapping softly against the small glass window pane. Listen to the gentle, steady whisper of the fire. Here, in this warm and quiet haven, there is nothing else you need to do. Your mind is calm. Your body is heavy and relaxed. Let the warmth wrap around you like a shield. Close your eyes. Breathe in the peaceful silence of the forest night, and let yourself drift away. Sleep now.
Acoustic intro, rain and crackling fireplace fading in slowly. Welcome to Arcane Blueprints. Tonight, we leave the modern world behind. Take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and allow your mind to settle into the quiet, rhythmic shadows of the past. Tonight, we travel back to the late 13th century, to a remote valley in France. The air is cool, thick with the scent of damp moss, pine needles, and fresh earth. Behind us, the sun has long since set, leaving a canopy of cold, brilliant stars. Before us, rising from the mist, is the silhouette of a fortress under construction, a medieval castle, frozen in time, waiting for morning. Let us sit at the wooden table of the master mason. On the rough oak surface, illuminated by the gentle amber glow of a single beeswax candle, lies a thick roll of sheepskin parchment. This is the blueprint. In the Middle Ages, castles were not built from grand drawings sent from afar. They were conceived on site, created by the master mason, a man who worked with geometry, stone, and silence. Look closely at the parchment under the candlelight. You can see the faint, scratched lines of lead and ink. The mason used only an iron compass, a straight edge, and a square. With these three simple tools, he unlocked the mathematical secrets of the universe. Every arch, every spiral staircase, and every massive stone wall began as a simple circle drawn in the quiet of this room. Outside, the construction site is silent. The heavy iron tools, the chisels, the axes, and the picks, rest in the wooden chests of the stonemasons. Under the starlight, the great stone walls rise. They are made of limestone, quarried just a mile away. Each block was cut by hand, a slow and hypnotic process. A stonemason would sit for hours, tapping his chisel rhythmically against the rough rock. Tap, 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 until the stone split perfectly along its grain. These blocks are held together by a special mortar, a mixture of quicklime, sand, and water, mixed in giant wooden troughs. When wet, it is soft and malleable. But as it dries over decades, it slowly turns back into solid stone, locking the fortress together forever. As you look up at the towering keep, you can see the massive wooden scaffolding clinging to the stone. These beams were harvested from the surrounding oak forest, lashed together with thick hemp ropes. At the top of the wall sits a treadwheel crane, a giant wooden wheel 15 feet wide. Tomorrow, 2 men will step inside this wheel, walking in place like draft animals, using their body weight to slowly lift 2-ton stone blocks high into the night sky. But tonight, the wheel is still. The ropes hang slack in the cool night breeze. The castle is a mountain made by human hands. It is built to breathe, to settle, and to endure. And as the rain begins to patter softly against the wooden shutters of our workshop, the great stone giant sleeps. The fire in the hearth crackles softly, turning to glowing red coals. The candle burns low. The lines on the parchment begin to fade into the soft, warm shadows. Your eyes grow heavy. The fortress is secure. The stone is quiet. And you are safe. Sleep now. Let the blueprints fade. Acoustic outro. Soft rain and crackling fire continue for 30 seconds, then fade out slowly.
Leaving the herbalist's warm cottage, you walk slowly along the wet stone path toward the high, silent tower of the castle library. The summer rain is falling much harder now, creating a heavy, peaceful curtain of water that blankets the entire kingdom. The cool night air is incredibly refreshing, filled with the clean, deep scent of wet earth and ancient stone. You reach the massive, arched wooden door of the tower. With a quiet creak, you push it open and step inside, closing the heavy door behind you. Instantly, the cold and dampness of the rain are left behind. A magnificent, grand circular room opens before you, lined from floor to ceiling with towering shelves of dark, polished oak. Thousands of ancient, leather-bound books rest quietly in the soft shadows, holding the secrets of forgotten times. The air here is warm, comforting, and rich, smelling gently of old parchment paper, natural beeswax candles, and rich mahogany wood. In the center of the room, a massive stone fireplace is already burning, its bright golden fire dancing peacefully and casting a soft, amber glow across the dark wood. You walk slowly across the room, your footsteps completely silenced by a thick, soft velvet carpet. You approach a large wooden writing desk nestled comfortably in a cozy alcove by the high arched window. Upon the desk, a single beeswax candle burns with a steady, peaceful flame, casting long, calm shadows on the stone walls. Next to it, a warm ceramic cup of herbal tea sits steaming, sending sweet, gentle swirls of chamomile, wild lavender, and honey into the quiet air. You sit down in a deep, high-backed armchair and wrap yourself in a thick, warm blanket. Outside the window, the rain taps heavily against the beautiful stained glass panes, creating a soothing, rhythmic melody. Inside, there is only the gentle, comforting crackle of the dry logs in the fireplace. You feel completely protected from the storm, wrapped in a blanket of absolute peace and quiet warmth. You gently open one of the ancient, leather-bound books resting on the desk. Run your fingers slowly over the textured, heavy parchment paper, feeling the history in every page. The words are written in beautiful, flowing ink, but tonight, you don't even need to read them. There is absolutely nothing you need to worry about, and no place else you need to be. You are completely safe, warm, and relaxed in this silent castle sanctuary. Listen to the steady, endless whisper of the rain outside. Listen to the soft, rhythmic crackling of the fire nearby. Let the deep warmth wrap around your shoulders. Your mind is quiet. Your body is feeling wonderfully heavy and relaxed. Close your eyes now. Breathe in the peaceful warmth of the ancient library. Let go of the day and slowly drift away into a deep, healing sleep. Sleep now,